Okay, it's Monday, January 30th. Back on the Legacy, the new Outback, unfortunately. So yesterday I put in the PCV valve really quick, and then I got up underneath it, and I'll show you what's going on. So I suspected... I suspected an oil leak. And you can see that there is one. So you can also see the gobs of RTV I smeared all over the place. So I don't recommend just smearing RTV all over it, but it's the rear timing cover that's leaking between the block and the rear timing cover. I'm pretty sure there's a O-ring there, and the O-ring isn't doing its job. And so instead of pulling apart the whole front end of the engine again, I'm gonna see if I can band-aid it until spring, because I would rather not have it be dripping oil, and I would rather not have to pull it apart when it's 10 degrees outside and about 20 degrees or 25 degrees in here. So I'm just trying to band-aid it for right now. What I'm gonna do is drop the oil pan, because that'll give me a little bit more room to get up in there, and smear some RTV in there. It'll also help clear out the oil so that I can not have it be seeping on me while I'm trying to RTV. And then, yeah. So I'm going to drain the oil and then drop the oil pan. The oil pan on the H6 isn't like a full oil pan. Well, it's not like a normal 4-cylinder oil pan that goes up that you have to worry about the cross member. You don't have to worry about the cross member. You can take it off without pulling the engine. And I was debating on resealing it or not before, while I was doing the head gaskets, and I decided not to. But now I'm going to go ahead and do that, because I think it could benefit from it, and it'll give me more space to work. So that's what I'm doing today. So working underneath the car all day. Once I do that, I'll fill it back full of oil, and hopefully I won't have any more leaks. Fingers crossed. The other issue, so I'm pretty sure the radiator is leaking. If you can see here, looking at that, where that screws in right there, that looks like it's seeping. Now I know that wouldn't be radiator fluid coming out, but there is radiator fluid kind of down there, and then there's some down here too. I need to get this thing to a car wash and spray everything out, so that I can see what's new, and kind of go from there. But for right now, I know that that's an oil leak, because I did clean off everything back here. So that's kind of what I'm trying to tackle first. Because I think I don't need the car. I mean, I have an extra car this week if I need it. And so my wife can take the 3rd generation, like she has been driving. And then there's an extra car here at the house that I can take if I need anything. So it's a good week to have this out of commission still, unfortunately. But yeah, let's pull off the oil pan and see what we can do. Let's see if we can band-aid it. If not, I'm just trying to minimize the oil as much as possible because it's really annoying to drive a car that leaks oil. So, anyway, that's what we're doing today. Okay. Now it's ready to come down. My oil strainer's doing its job. You can see up in there, there's chunks of stuff. I'm going to pull those out. It'll be good to clean that out. Yeah, easy 30. Okay, so I'm getting it prepped and ready to go back on. I'm just cleaning everything off and trying to get all the drips to go away. There's a couple of drips that keep dropping down in those same three places. So I need to make sure that doesn't drip down so that I can reseal it, and then so that it'll seal properly. I also cleaned out everything up in there, and I'm gonna maybe take my caulk gun and shoot some up in there, or I have kind of an extension for my toothpaste one, but I'm just gonna kind of try and fill it up as best I can. Okay, I'm ready to put the oil pan back on. I took it inside and I just washed it off in the sink. There is that magnet down there. The magnet didn't have any major particles on it, but I did wash it off. So yeah, put a pretty chunky bead around the whole thing, and yeah. Okay. There's those on. Now, here you can see my totally plastered handiwork all over the place up in there. Yeah. Anyway. Ugh. So, that's it for today. Obviously I gotta wait an hour before I can torque that, and then 24 hours before I can fill it with fluid, and then it's just crossing your fingers, hoping that it made a difference, because yeah, all my cars growing up, like when I first started driving and everything, and all my parents' cars, we always had oil leaks, and so the driveway always had like an oil stain. And then once I started driving, all my cars always had oil leaks, and it was really annoying. But it was just kind of normal. And now, basically since I got my first Subaru, I've never had a car that leaked oil. And I especially don't want this one to leak oil, because this is like the nice car. And I don't want it leaving oil stains all over the driveway or here in the garage. I don't want to have a piece of cardboard under it all the time. So, I don't know, kind of funny that it used to be the norm and now it's like the worst thing in the world. But, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, if it does leak, I mean, I'll deal with it for a little while and see how long it takes me before I pull the whole thing apart again. Hopefully it doesn't leak. But yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time, and hit that subscribe so you don't miss anything else.